Okay, so slap this down. Yeah, now Teferi can +2, right? See, he's already going to be at 9 on the opponent's turn. If he doesn't have an immediate answer for the Teferi, we'll get to our ultimate and win. It's a Garruk. Okay. Now, if he -3s, we won, I think. Yep. That's why you save the Snakeskin Veil, my dudes. Hey guys, it's your boy Big MTG Zach here with another good video for you. This is my Quandrix take. So my first time doing the Simic build, right? From within all of the new Strixhaven cards, I think we found something very nice and very fun to play. There is a very cool synergy I'll point out sort of after we go over the Elder Dragon here. This is a wonderful card. I am a fan. It is 5 mana, but to be able to double the number of counters on target creature you control is actually quite nice. And if you do have a relatively okay sized board, giving all of your dudes, right, a base power 4/4 is very strong. Or this guy could get bigger. One thing I want to point out is the Trample. I overlooked the Trample. That can be very relevant, right? We have some cool tricks in getting this guy bigger. And obviously when he swings, he's already benefited in the rest of our board. So we can usually end the turn that game. So let's come back to this guy in a second. But I want to go over Kasmina, the Enigma Sage, and Teferi. Now, this is a very fun, very strong combination. You've probably seen it going around. I think MTG Original Decks did a take on it, but I don't think it was, brought to its fullest potential. What I really like about this is Teferi, right, can use his loyalty abilities on any turn, right? So he can use it twice a rotation, essentially, opponent's turn and our turn. When Kasmina comes into the field, right, things change. Because her static ability is each other planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of her, right? So Teferi can +2 again, basically +4 every rotation. And what you notice is he starts at 3, right? Immediately when he comes back, he'll be at 7, right? If you've +2'd, right? Both times. You're scrying each time you do that, right? That's what it is. It's a scry 1. It's okay. It helps us quite a bit. Scrying constantly is good. Do not underestimate constant scries, especially attached to something that has to be removed, or else you can just keep doing it, right? It forces removal, things like that. The -X is something I want to point out that is very good. This fractal token, guys. Do not underestimate how powerful that is, because, even if it's just like a 3/3, right? We +2 and then we -3, which is usually what we'll do. With Tanazir coming in, we'll make that guy a 6/6, right? With Voraclex on the field, both parts of that, if we make a 3/3, it will be a 6/6. And then if Tanzanir's on the field, it will become a 12/12. Thanks to how Voraclex's OP-ness is, whenever you put a counter, put twice that many counters on your permanents. So that can get out of hand. Of course, when we're plussing and Voraclex is on the field, we're getting big. We have another planeswalker here, guys. Garruk, absolutely perfect. The Trample is super relevant, that +1. He also can grow relatively quick. With 2+2s, he's able to ultimate and still be alive. If we're able to do that, that's very fun. I wish we had proliferate cards available to us, at least the good ones. I don't think there's any really, because they all rotated out with War of the Spark. Tell me if I'm wrong, though. But very good, and of course, just getting a nice 3/3 since we don't have too many creatures is very essential. We just have one of these dudes. Helps us ramp. Don't think we're going to need more than one of these in any game or situation, so I just have one. I don't see a situation where I'll want 2 in this build. So there you go. Inscription of Insight, one of my favorite blue cards. I snuck one copy in here, sort of rounding out the 4-drop slot here. Just so flexible. Again, scrying and drawing cards is good. This draw 2 is really good if we have nothing else in our hand, which can happen in this deck, unless we're, very selective with our card selection and very patient, and our dudes stick around. So this could be good at all points of the game. Returning 2 creatures is a huge momentum swing, allowing us to just get in out of nowhere. Invigorating Surge, guys. This is a powerful card. I have it here in the 3-drop slot just to sort of round out the curve. I'll come back to this in a second. So the other main piece is, of course, Dragonsgaurd Elite. Now, I probably should have covered this earlier in the video, but I want to emphasize that this isn't really a Magecraft build, and this is more of a counter deck and more of a fun interaction with our planeswalkers, but we do have, of course, a lot of support for this guy in particular. So Decisive Denial, our other 2-drop, very, very good. Obviously, when we cast this Dragonsgaurd Elite, grows. So at minimal, he'll be a 3/3, right? Fighting a target creature at instant speed. That's the first clause. Second clause is counter target non-creature spell unless they pay 3. Early in the game, in the middle of the game, or even late game, this can be very relevant, right? When they tap out to lay a big Ugin, nope. When they tap out to lay literally anything, Elspeth Conquers Death, or any of the good sagas going around, right? Counter that. Any blue spells, any trickery, counter that. So very cool. Very flexible, strong card from Strixhaven, if not one of the best Simic cards we've seen in a while. So Inscription of Abundance sort of fills the same role, but has flexibility in the sense of a little bit of life gain, and also just making the creature really big out of nowhere, right? If we use this onto Dragonsgaurd Elite, well, all of a sudden Dragonsgaurd Elite is a 5/5, right? Because we casted a instant. We have 3 ops, right, helping us get through there. We have a charge through. Doesn't come up much in the video because I added it towards, I think, the last couple games. But you gain trample. We need a little bit more trample. Just maybe getting some chip damage early. And also just drawing a card is good for 1 mana, right? Snakeskin Veil, you could probably find a way to up a couple copies of this, but this is a must, right? Gives hexproof, 1/1 counter, very strong card. Not even in this deck, but of course in this deck it's perfect because we need smaller instants and stuff. One of our other creatures, Swarm Shambler, you need to find a nice balance of creatures and instants. I went with this guy because he can at least create more creatures potentially, and if you have 2 of these guys on the field, you'll create like 2 insects if they try to remove any of your guys with counters on them, right, from a spell. Primal Mite is one of my favorite green cards. Very, it tailors the situation to your advantage, right? You can take out flyers with this. You have a big guy and there's a big flyer on the other side or something. You just take that out, swing in for free out of nowhere. They thought they were just going to chunk block with it or something. So very good, very big swing too, especially when you have Dragonsgaurd. One thing I want to point out, guys, I had a great play with Quandrix coming in, doubling the counters on the Elite, came up to like a 22-22, and we literally one-hit KO'd the guy out of nowhere. I was going to use that as the intro video, but I didn't record. But don't worry, I have 4 good games. We show off all the cards, Voraclex, Tanazir, Garruk, Teferi, Kasmina, all do work respectively. Swarm Shambler, all-star today. And of course, Dragonsgaurd Elite does very, very well. Without this guy in the deck wouldn't function. But unfortunately, I didn't get that great clip. But just let you know it happened. And, you don't need to like full throttle on the Elite. Castle Vantress, guys, very strong. You probably need 1 in here, I would recommend. Just that scrying is very helpful if our planeswalkers aren't doing it, because we don't have too many copies. We only have 4 copies in total between Teferi and Kasmina of the Scry thing. So, of course, Garruk could potentially. Lajara Mirrorlake is a nice card, makes a copy and puts a counter. That counter can be pretty relevant, and also we don't have too many creatures, so getting another Dragonsgaurd Elite out of it, maybe a 5th copy would be cool, and just 1 Snarl. So 2 Scries. Don't need to, again, go all out. That's my take on it. Thanks for joining me here today. The gameplay is great. Hope you enjoy. And don't forget to like the video at some point. That would help me out a lot. If you don't want to do that, at least remember my face and maybe tune back in for more. Sub if you want to. Thank you. And have a great day. Okay, this is going to be a good hand, a good start. We only have 1 creature, and we tend to want to have at least, 1 or 2 for sure, because we don't have a tremendous amount. So we're sort of reliant on this Swarm Shambler sticking around. The good thing about him is at least he replaces himself if they do a single target removal spell. Because whenever any of our permanents, or whenever a creature rather, comes to target, we get an insect. Okay, so let's wait. Because we can Snakeskin Veil if for some reason they want to remove it. And if they don't, we just put a counter. So that's what we do. Okay, no instant it looks like. Not bad at all. We don't really need this, but it's also not that bad. That was kind of hard actually. So let's opt here. Yeah, I want to do this. Hold up the mana again in case they try to remove him. We can put a counter, and then now that we know, oh whoops, did I put this on the bottom? Oh wait, I'm tripping. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Snakeskin Veil. Boom. Hexproof keeps it alive. we still get the 1/1. So that's why I say Snakeskin Veil is very good. Now, here we go. Pretty good play, huh? Stop his Murderous Rider, get in for a bunch of damage. Not bad. We can do it again next turn. Oh, okay. So we still have this guy. That's somewhat decent. Ooh, we don't need another Voraclex. We got our 2 copies. Okay. So put 2 counters because that's kind of our best move. Kind of our only move. We have to do something progressive, right? Hopefully we can either we need to start top decking a lot of mana, or we need to avoid that strat and just get some low drops. Dang. That's frustrating. So I think we just won though. Oh no, I can't do math. Cannot do math. We're gonna lose. No, he didn't remove it. Okay, he should have featured a little bit more removal in this deck. So typically, getting the Voraclexes and the Dragon without mana wasn't too good. But at least we had that strong early game. So let's get into some more and show off some of the other cards. What's up, gang? Game number 2. Alrighty, let's get into it. We have a good hand. I actually like the Snarl somewhat. You shouldn't really run more than 2 unless, there's specific decks that might run more than 2. But, it's just not bad. The flexibility of having 2 mana instantly can be situationally, it could be one of the best lands. If you catch my drift. If you split a deck right down the middle, like right down green and blue, and you really need that versatility. So let's do that. No sense keeping it up. We'll just opt now. And yeah. Okay, pretty good so far. We have 2 Dragonsgaurd Elite. So guys, this is of course the card featuring Magecraft. This is sort of the inspiration for the deck. We'll slap one down. They might remove it, but yeah, there it is. At least we know, and that's what we got to do against. Oh my gosh, what is this color combination again? Abzan. Abzan, baby. Gosh, scary. Okay, got the Yorion in hand. So what I really, really like. Oh, I totally messed up because I should have laid that as a green. But let's not lay anything. Let's not lay anything because I sort of goofed. But what we wanted to do, right, is keep that Snakeskin Veil. But maybe they would have had, like, Extinction Event. They could have possibly cast it just on one creature. Or maybe they had something that, gets around. It's a sacrifice trigger rather than a direct target. So, a little bit of a goopsies by me because we want to put this counter on him, then go into our turn, double him, right? That's what I could have showed off. But, kind of nice to wait on it to make sure we don't have too much removal. Hitting our good things. Probably slap down Garruk. Yeah, let's get down Garruk. Okay, I'm actually not so worried. I think he has more like of a control. I don't think he's gonna feature much more other than Heartless Act and maybe like I don't know. Maybe like some white tricky instance. Hello. Hit him with the hello. I don't know, hopefully they didn't lag out. Let me disconnect my phone. For sure, because that makes it lag. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I'll find you again.
Okay. That's fine. Because Garruk, we already got pretty much the value we wanted out of the Garruk. 4 mana, 3/3. Forced him to remove it. So that's a good amount of value. And then I think in this situation... Okay, that changes things a little bit. That changes things a little bit, because this is what we do. Now, this guy's definitely going to be alive. He's going to be alive, and he's going to do a lot of work. You keep him alive with Snakeskin. Okay. Come on. Yeah, ideally you want to get this guy juiced up again as early as possible. Opt, Snakeskin Veil are all going to trigger his Magecraft whenever you copy an instant sorcery. So there we go. Okay, he only has 1 black, so I doubt he has anything left. Perfect opportunity. If we opt into Inscription of Abundance, that would be juicy. Come on. Or anything cheap. Another opt. Interesting, man. This guy's taking years. Come on now. Give me something. That's fine. I think we keep the Snakeskin Veil and we wait. Now that he's forced to do a little bit of a corner. Yeah, let's be patient. It'll pay off. He's forced into a little bit of a corner. He's probably going for like a Mergent Ultimatum here, which could really, really suck. Hello, guy. Hello, please. 100 years later. Lord. Lord have mercy. I think it's just probably the server. It's been kind of doing that recently. Let me know if it's been doing that for you guys. Look at the owl. Oh my gosh, looks funny. This owl looks hilarious. What's going on? Okay, so do this now. Right, we're gonna have a total of 6 counters at the end of this, so he'll be an 8/8, and we'll hit him for 11. Right, so getting him to this power level early, so good. Especially against decks that aren't featuring black. We could have laid this, but you know, it is fuel for Teferi later. If we have to discard something. The Kasmina combo at Teferi is like, you're +2ing every rotation of turns, right? Because you can do it on your opponent's, you know, your scrying. Very, very strong. Yeah, you have total control of what's on the top of your deck with constant scries, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if he has a big Emergent Ultimatum. That's going to win him the game. It's a Garruk. Okay. Now, if he -3s, we won, I think. Yep. That's why you save the Snakeskin Veil, my dudes. Did we get him? Is it gonna explode? Is his Nexus gonna blow up? Sorry, man. Gosh, looks like you didn't kill me. I almost used that early. Mark my words. Gaining life, but you got nothing left. He's got nothing. We're slapping this down just to show off what we got. You know. Alright, man. He does have 3 mana available, so something tricky could happen here. So I want to get rid of the Snarl and get at least, if we have another Snakeskin Veil on top. And if I would to find that out afterwards and not know it, right, and then lose to like something dumb, like a Soul Shatter right here, would be like really frustrated. But yeah, guys, we won this match, so we're doing that. Okay, we're going. We're swinging. Okay, this guy's swinging here. This guy's gonna swing there. And might as well throw that there. Just in case, what's gonna happen? Okay. Well, that's why we tried for the Snakeskin Veil.
Remember,
Let's lay this.
what you sow.
Okay. Got something to discard. What's a fairy here? Ooh, we gotta do this now. Voraclex, no. Oh man, he can possibly come back. There's some. Nice Voraclex, bro. I want one. I want a Voraclex too. What the heck? That's not fair. Okay. Boom. Boom. And then with the GG. And swing! Alright guys, good job. Teferi coming in, allowing us to just swing in cleanly with the little guys to sort of clean it up after our big boy got taken out. Again, we saw the power of waiting on that Snakeskin Veil, although we could have gotten off a lot of early damage, right? And then the double the counters would have been more, right? So those swings would have been bigger too. So hard to tell, but you got to make those kind of calls in this deck, and so far so good. Let's show off a little bit more. I want to show off the Kasmina Teferi, right? We had Voraclex on the field there, which is going to make our Teferi +4 every rotation, essentially. And just very powerful. What's up? Game number 3, guys. This is a good hand. We like this very much. Double opt. Cool. Let's get down this guy. Okay. So we're against green as well. Gilded Goose. I just realized my volume could have been super freaking loud that whole time. Hopefully it wasn't. That would be unfortunate. But thanks for putting up with me. If so, no attacks, guys. No attacks. Let's turn it up just a little bit. Yep, let's get that Kasmina. And then we'll ramp, right? Or ramp our creature, right? Slap that down. They don't really expect that sort of momentum, right? We're going to hit them for 2. See what's on top. Now we're at 4 loyalty, so that's great. And there's the Teferi. So we want that. We actually do. Let's swing. No reason not to there. Early chip damage. Okay. Okay. Storm's Wrath, everything. Not bad. Drop that. Go. Excuse me. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, that's pretty good. Counter that. Non-creature, maybe. 2 mana. Let's go. Slap him down at a pretty opportune time. Let's get rid of that as much as I want it for later. Slap that down. Yeah. Okay, we'll just do it so we can draw that card. Best thing to do is get rid of the snakeskin as much as it's perfect. Getting rid of 2 snakeskins feels bad. Okay, so slap this down. Yeah, now Teferi can +2, right? See, he's already going to be at 9 on the opponent's turn. If he doesn't have an immediate answer for the Teferi, we'll get to our ultimate and win. Let's slap this down. +2. You know, no, we don't need another one. Let's keep that in our hand.
Prepare for tomorrow.
Alright, we will +2. See, we're at 9, so it's going to take us down. That is unfortunate. Really, we're looking for probably Voraclex at this point, something kind of desperate like that. Gonna help to just get a big guy down. It's probably out of Storm's Wrath. jeez. Alright. Probably should have laid that as a forest or whatever. Doesn't matter though. Ooh.
Like seconds are fleeting.
See, might be better to just keep that 1/1 that we know could potentially grow, and we could grow it. Beautiful.
Time to improvise.
Let's go. Tanazir coming in. Of course, only giving them 1 counter.
Don't worry, I'll think of some.
And that's an Ugin. Oh no. So you can see Tens in here has nothing against an Ugin. Sanctum of all, huh? Okay. This is a shrine deck? He's like no shrines. Super crazy. What? He probably has like 1 copy of each in his deck or something. That won't cut it. Okay. Voraclex is the next card. Of course, we have no way of outracing these shrines, I don't think. Yeah, no. Couldn't imagine. Because this is an activated ability, not like casting it, so we can't even counter him. There he goes. Probably the best shrine. Well, argument can be made because it's 2 mana. So you can fit it in other decks as well without any other shrines. And in a vacuum, it kind of gets you recursive damage and life over the game, like a lot. So pretty cool. Stone Fangs there. Yeah, looks like he's doing the do. I think we surrender unless, yep. I was just waiting for Voraclex. Alright, so, yeah, you know, we can be beaten. And I'll probably throw it in the video just to show off that, you know, you get rid of your Snakeskin Veils, you're basically vulnerable to removal, but we're definitely vulnerable to ramp and giant Ugin board wipes. So something to keep in mind if you want to add some counter spells. That's probably what we learned from this one. Yo guys, alright, so that was a frustrating loss. This is actually the next morning. I actually went to record some more after that loss, forgot to press record, and I got a great interaction with our Elder Dragon, and doubled the counters on a huge Elite, right? Dragonsgaurd Elite, and very unfortunate. I would have used that as the intro clip probably, and anyway, let's see if we can get one more dub for the video, and then hopefully you guys are watching this probably only a couple hours after recording this, if I can post it in time. Alright, so I think we throw this down. And we'll do that, because that's the only other thing we could do with our mana. And I really like that double Shambler. That's pretty strong. Being that they can both grow, and they both will get us, we'll get 2 insects, right? If they try to remove one of them. Okay, so that's pretty good. I almost want to save this. Okay, no swings. Yeah, it's so tempting to just get a bigger one, right? Okay, let's do this. Okay. We can, let's drop this. Okay. We can probably swing here with both. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Since they're gonna make a bunch of chunk blockers, presumably, it's not so worth it. Okay, let's do this. Boom! 10 damage. So it's not so worth it to make them huge if they're gonna start making chunk blockers. But a good decisive denial here might allow us to get in, but that's an indestructible creature. That's unfortunate. And he's drawing cards. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. So there's no point really to swing. Unless I swing with both. But I don't want to swing with both. Because then we're vulnerable to a bunch of card draw, right? So, okay. Now, Toski has to swing. So that's a good thing. Counter that. Counter that. Yep, no 2 cards for you. Sacrificed your dude for nothing. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so he's got to swing. Go ahead and do that and then we'll tap. Not bad, using our mana somewhat well, and we have a nice Voraclex to slap down, of course. Go ahead and do that. Alright. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, super sad. The other dragon slapped down. Ooh, this can be good here. So if we swing, I mean, we pretty much win here. Pretty much. So he's got to block the Schwarmy. Gain a little bit of life. You might have some removal. Let's see what he does here. Now, Heartless Act in the meta, right, doesn't hurt our deck that much at all, so I'd have to be using probably, like, since they're running snow mana. Oh. Okay. Let's see what he can do here. Not bad. Ah, dang. Did not expect him. I probably should have saw that from the snow mana. So we've got flying. Flying's not bad. Block a swing. He's gonna start gaining a little bit of life here too. If he has like instants and sorcerers. Okay, he's setting up for a decent play next turn. Now I wonder if he wants to swing with both of his creatures. Yeah. It's probably the move. So we'll take out the Dina, obviously. Dang, the indestructible squirrel in the pest deck. That's nice, right? You get a lot of these little pests that you sort of want to die anyway, so you don't mind them swinging even if it's not that advantageous. And if they get through, you're drawing cards. Nice little deck there. Okay. Charge through. See if we can get something. Not bad. Let's go ahead and swing.
Too dangerous to leave unfettered.
Okay. Scry here. Yeah, Garruk's nice. Garruk will help.
Is not yet decided.
Now, hopefully, he can't gain life. That's the biggest issue. He doesn't have any ways of sacrificing them, I don't think. Probably does now. Of course, if Quandrix gets removed, we're in big trouble. Looks like he doesn't have much single target removal. If any. So we lucked out in that sense. Gosh, I had such a good game that I didn't record. It's frustrating. Good game. Okay. Let me swing. I don't know what I was thinking. He was tapped out. Alright guys, let's get into the wrap up. Yeah, you know, that was a good showcase of the deck. You can imagine how good a huge swinging you know, Tanzania with a board full of little dudes, right? And of course the Dragonsgaurd Elite combo is wonderful. So you made it to the end. You're the coolest. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. We got to see a good amount of the deck, and we got to see all the cards do respective work. Maybe not as flashy as I wanted it to be with the Dragonsgaurd Elite Quandrix thing. Again, I didn't capture that footage. I'm sorry. I swear it happened. So anyway, this is my take. I think you probably can take this as a shell and tweak the numbers a little bit and get something very, very powerful out of it. I would start with something very close to this, especially the planeswalker interactions. If you have a couple mythics to spend on Kasmina, I would. And yeah, guys, if you don't have Voraclex, again, he's not essential. You could sort of focus more on the early end of the curve. And again, Dragonsgaurd Elite all the way if you wanted to. I think opted very good in this. And yeah, guys, so thanks. And yeah, have a blessed day.